Let's see the fear now. I got the driving hot spots, leaving scars for remorse. I got bark, won't starve. I am my dreamer. I'm a master of my fate. I'm a master of my fate. I'm a master of my fate.
This week on TNA Xplosion, Gia Miller goes around the ring with newcomer Travis Williams from the tag team Sinner and Saint. The Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week. In case you missed it. And our main event, we'll see tag team action with Sinner and Saint taking on First Class. But first, tag team action amongst the knockouts as Spitfire face Kelly Madan and Vicious Vicki. Xplosion starts now.
The following is a tag team match. Introducing first, the team of Kelly Madan and Vicious Vicki.
We're ready for action here on Xplosion inside the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia on the road to Slammiversary. A little knockouts tag team action for you, Mean Gia Miller.
Yes, and we are getting started with Vicious Vicki and Kelly Madan, a couple of Jersey girls here in Philly, hoping to make their name here in the Knockouts division.
And they have a great opportunity here against former Knockouts World Tag Team Champion Spitfire. They're not too thrilled about how things went down last week on Impact, that being Threat and Luna, but trying to pick up here tonight.
Their opponents, the team of Danny Luna and the Wild Child Jody Threat. Together they are Spitfire.
So as I mentioned, it was last week on Impact that we saw the 10-minute challenge match between Jody Threat and Danny Luna. That match was organized by their mentor, Lars Fredrickson. The goal being this would be the final test for Threat and Luna to see if they were prepared to enact their contractual rematch for the Knockouts World Tag Team Championships after losing the titles to the Militia and Under Siege. It went ultimately to a draw. The fans here in Philadelphia chanted for 5 more minutes.
They did.
That was granted for TNA management. The official rang the bell. Things were underway, and then the Militia jumped Spitfire.
Right, but I think the biggest thing that we can take away from that match, I mean, it was a draw before that 5 minutes was added. I think this just goes to show, I mean, there was no better woman. They are better together. They are better as a team when they are united, and they are going to shine that way.
So this is Kelly Madan in the lavender to start things off against Danny Luna. Nice introduction there to the powerhouse of Spitfire.
She certainly is. She is quite the powerhouse. Oh! She has put the Knockouts division on notice since arriving here in TNA, and she certainly put Kelly Madan on notice already.
So Madden's gonna take a break. Tag made. In comes Jody Threat to meet Vicious Vicki. What can you tell us about Vicious Vicki,
Well,
Gia?
I can tell you she is quite indeed vicious, but she became that way by being a survivor. She's the flame that never burns out. She can take a lot of punishment, but she's gonna keep going.
And Kelly Madan back in seems a little overly confident, right into the waiting arms of Jody Threat.
Yes, she calls herself a Miss Class
Dang.
with sass. And I think we've seen plenty of sass so far, and she does look quite classy.
That is not necessarily something that resonates well with Spitfire. We'll mention their friendship with Lars Fredrickson, who's been a mentor to both Jody Threat and Danny Luna. It's that punk rock mentality. I don't necessarily think that Kelly Madan's their style.
No. Ooh! Punk rock's all about attitude.
Low cross body there, threats legal on Madan, and a kick out. Great action there from Spitfire.
Sass is certainly on the spectrum, but it's not quite that punk rock attitude that we see from people like Jody Threat and Danny Luna.
And now Threat backing Madan into the corner. Tag made by Danny Luna. That synchronicity by Spitfire.
Great word.
A good, thank you, $10 word. A good synchronicity there and a good indicator that this team is back on the same page.
Oh, they certainly are, and they've got Kelly Madan in a bad way right now.
How long are they going to keep Kelly Madan up here for, and Spitfire in control in this tag team match. Double suplex. Hook to the leg here. Kick out by Madan.
Man, she's got to be dizzy. I mean, being held upside down that long, all the blood goes to your brain, and then slam down on the mat like that, you've got to be reeling. But now that she's using those survival instincts to fight back.
Now Madan sends Luna towards the ropes. Oh, vicious Vicki grabs a hold of Luna and a knee right to the spine by Vicki. The official didn't see it. It was Jody Threat who was trying to get the official's attention on what vicious Vicki had done, the illegal contact there. The official was trying to calm down Threat, and the team of Vicki and Madan took over. Now Luna battling out of the opponent's corner, ducks underneath, tag made to Jody Threat.
Here comes the wild child. Ooh, I love when she gets all fired up like that. Ooh.
Dropping vicious Vicki. Ooh, pump kick right to the side of the head. Bad position here for Vicki. The double knees. There's the wild child. Case in point.
I love it.
Oh, and the German suplex. Vicki tried to cover up, but to no avail. And the tag made. It's Luna legal into the matchup.
Let's go.
Now going for some double team offense. Look at the combination there by Spitfire. Threat and Luna win.
Here are your winners, Spitfire.
Their first victory as a tag team in some time.
Man, you love to see it. It's very clear. Spitfire's back on the same page, and now it's time. They're going after those Knockouts tag team titles they have that rematch for.
Big win for Spitfire on the road to Slammiversary. Still to come, Sinner and Saint take on First Class in tag team action. But coming up next, TNA Plus presents From the Vault, right here on Xplosion. Welcome back to Xplosion, and now TNA Plus presents From the Vault.
Madness to the top. Madness at the top.
Think about it, Don. What a coup for TNA in terms of professional wrestling free agents. You're talking about Jeff Hardy. You're talking about one of the hottest commodities on the market. Wait a minute. We're talking about Jeff Hardy against the phenomenal AJ Styles. This is like an X Division 3 match today. An X Division 3 match. I mean, what better way to celebrate the 2-year anniversary of TNA? And you know we're known for our shocks and our surprises. This one may have topped them all. Wow, X Division dream match, you're right. Think about what's going through AJ Styles' mind right now. Number one, how do you prepare for a challenger you don't know who it is? Number two, how do you prepare for Jeff Hardy? The crowd obviously just pleased to see him in this ring. And then what role will that play? The crowd reaction to Jeff Hardy as well, because they're standing as one. Everyone on their feet at the TNA Asylum to welcome in his TNA debut. Good God, I don't believe it. Oh, Jeff Hardy. What a great moment in NWA TNA history. Not only is he making his first appearance, he can literally win the X Division belt. Well, that's right. What a way to make a debut. That's exactly right. Think of the impact that Jeff Hardy can have in his first night with TNA, because the gold's at stake, the X Division title's on the line, and here we go. Wow, this crowd just the roof just blew off here, Mike. Unbelievable. That really is it, Don. That's the only word to describe it. Unreal, unbelievable, you're right. I'm getting word now that at the conclusion of this X Division title match, we will join our broadcast colleague, Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas is standing by at that remote location where Raven promises to pay tribute to Sabu's uncle, the Sheik. That at the conclusion of this X Division title matchup, and they're rocking at the asylum for Jeff Hardy.
Think what's going through AJ's mind right now. This is his house. He owns the X Division. He's the champ. This crowd always behind him. And now the crowd's so happy to see Jeff Hardy back in the ring. They're torn. There's mixed emotions out there.
But now listen to the crowd.
Wait a minute. AJ.
You're right.
AJ.
Lay out for just a second and you hear that they not only appreciate Jeff Hardy in the ring, but the chants for AJ Styles, well, they tell AJ just exactly how much everyone here appreciates everything he's accomplished in the 2-year history of TNA.
I think everybody in the asylum is just like us, man. They're just glad to see these two in the ring because you know they've thought about it, and now they get to see it.
The dream match, it becomes a reality as Styles grabs the side headlock, quickly stuffed off into the side head scissors by Hardy.
Oh, the importance of this match to both men is astronomical. AJ Styles needs to retain his X Division belt. Jeff Hardy, what a way to enter into TNA. If he comes in and wins the championship, he makes a statement to the world after being gone for so long.
Well, you're right, Don, and what an incredible opportunity it is for Hardy, because in his debut match, can you imagine the headlines that he would make? Beating AJ Styles, winning the X Division title, and that's all possible in his first night in TNA.
Think of the validation this can be for AJ Styles.
That's true.
Here's a situation where he comes out and beats a superstar of the magnitude of Jeff Hardy. That puts him to the next level.
And especially under the circumstances where Styles didn't even know who his opponent was going to be. What have we said about AJ for months? The ability to improvise. The ability, Don, to think on his feet. And that's exactly the situation he finds himself in tonight.
He's going to have to think on his feet because he's seen an opponent in the ring that he's never seen. And Jeff Hardy right there takes an advantage.
And quickly, Hardy springs off the ropes, takes down Styles, goes for the cover. Able to get a 2 count from referee Thomas. Wow.
Ooh, AJ.
AJ with the knife edge chop, and Hardy comes back with the open hand slap.
I'll tell you what, they're just kind of sizing each other right here. And look at him as Hardy says, come on, and AJ says, here you go.
And again, under the circumstances, it's what you'd expect, Don. You'd expect them to be a little tentative. Sort of a feeling out process is, look at this, Jeff Hardy just challenging AJ.
Well,
lay him in there. He hit him so hard he knocked his neck choker off, didn't he?
AJ decided he wasn't going to play that game. He knew that every time he hit him in the chest, it would just make Hardy look that much better. So he took the foot and just chopped him down at the knee. Oh, look at the agility of AJ Styles.
And then he shoves Hardy off into the ropes. Quickly the drop down by AJ. Oh, man.
Kick by AJ as he nails him.
Great extension of the legs by the phenomenal one, by the reigning X Division champion. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that title's on the line. Here's the cover. Here's 2. Shoulder up by Hardy at 2.
Wow, that was almost over for Jeff Hardy right there as AJ Styles. Obviously over the surprise of who it is. Now it's just a matter of getting the job done in the ring. He can't worry about who he's facing in that ring, Mike. He's just got to worry about one thing, and that's walking out of here with the X Division gold still wrapped around his waist. Oh, what a kick by Hardy. Kind of inside out of it there and just caught AJ off guard.
Yeah, AJ never saw that one coming as Hardy, smart move that time, he faked him out. Looked like when he grabbed onto the top rope that he was going to slingshot himself up and over. Instead, he used a kick move in between the ropes, and that time he caught him with the slingshot.
Oh, absolutely. Just set him up perfectly as AJ was looking up. While AJ was looking up, Hardy went through, and then when AJ was down, Hardy went over.
And you know what we're seeing here from Jeff Hardy is really so many of the positive aspects that we've seen from AJ Styles in the past 2 years. What an incredible matchup this is. History making on the 2nd-year anniversary of TNA, and would you expect anything less?
No, it's kind of a crossroads for both these competitors right now. What a situation. Jeff Hardy wanted to prove to the world that he should be back in that ring, and he's doing it so admirably, and AJ Styles wants to prove to everybody why he's the X Division champion. Look at that kick by AJ. Takes it right over, and here he goes. Hardy flies.
Sensational springboard move. catches him, you're right, flush with that flying forearm. Again, one of the advantages, Don, of this six-sided ring. You can springboard off from almost any angle. No limitations like in that old-fashioned four-sided ring.
I'm telling you, Mike, I've never seen anything like this. Half this crowd screaming AJ, the other half decides to get louder screaming Hardy, and the AJ crowd starts screaming harder, yelling AJ.
One other thing to take into account, Don, I believe this would be the first time that Jeff Hardy has ever wrestled in a six-sided ring as he powers Styles down.
Well, I'll tell you what, it doesn't seem like it, because look at his move. Has he got it?
No, just a 2 count.
Almost caught AJ Styles.
You're right, it doesn't seem like it's negatively impacting Jeff Hardy in this matchup. Hasn't missed a beat. I mean, when you take into account ring rust, the fact he's never been in a six-sided ring before.
Oh, it all comes back to you, obviously, because obviously Jeff Hardy's been dreaming of this moment when he was going to make his return. And now the adrenaline's taking over. I think the ring rust is gone. And you can't have any ring rust when you're in the ring with AJ Styles.
Hardy commits himself. Precarious position up on top, but AJ gets to his feet.
Oh, he just gets out of the way, but Hardy lands on his feet, and AJ takes over. What's he going to do as he sets Hardy up?
Styles has Hardy positioned up on the top turnbuckle.
Hardy using the elbows, and they work as they knock AJ off. And now Hardy going up top.
Repeated shots by Hardy, going to try and...
Oh, did you see that?
Spectacular move
Can
by
we
Hardy.
see that
If there's any way we can get a replay of that, Keith Mitchell in the truck, and we take another look. What a move.
Unbelievable move by Jeff Hardy.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, forget it.
Oh,
there it is.
There it is.
Beautiful.
Let's get back live. Let's get back live. Kid Cash in Dallas. My God, they just hit the ring.
What is going on here?
Think of it.
This is BS, man. They have just come in. One of the greatest matches that we've been watching. And now Kid Cash is stealing AJ's thunder.
How dare Kid Cash do this on our second anniversary show? He's in line. He's going to get his eventual title shot.
Jeff Hardy's got to be wondering what's going on. I didn't sign up for this. As you see Kid Cash in Dallas just doing the beatdown.
You know what?
Unbelievable.
Kid Cash in
Hardy
Dallas.
doesn't know what's going on.
Jeff Hardy's walking away
He
from
grabbed the chair.
Jeff Hardy, steel chair in hand. And here we go. Jeff Hardy's got the chair.
Oh, great move there by Hardy as he comes to the aid of AJ. More out of respect than anything, but Dallas has got him.
6'9" Dallas has got him from AJ.
AJ cleans him. That's how you bring 6'9" to your level.
Wow. What a night. What a match. But Kid Cash, look out.
Here he
Hardy
goes.
go to the top.
Excellent
On Dallas.
And the crowd loves it.
Kid Cash in Dallas. They may have screwed up this second anniversary show dream match. But Jeff Hardy and the phenomenal AJ Styles come back to clean house.
And now on TNA Xplosion, it's time for the Don West, you've got to be kidding me, top 5 trending topics of the week in honor of the late great TNA Hall of Famer, Don West. At number 5, it was last week on Impact that Frankie Kazarian defeated Mike Santana via countout thanks to the involvement of JDC on behalf of the system. Kazarian qualified for the TNA World Title match at Slammiversary and made his voice heard plenty on last night's edition of Impact during our main event. At number 4, the TNA Autograph Fest is back in Montreal as a part of Slammiversary weekend on Sunday, July 21st. Immediately after TNA Impact, fans will have the opportunity in the Verdun Auditorium to meet and greet some of their favorite TNA stars, including Matt Hardy, Joe Hendry, Jordan Grace, and hometown heroes PCO and Speedball Mike Bailey. You can get your tickets now via TNAmerch.com. At number 3, what a week it has been for Joe Hendry. He appeared at the end of NXT Heatwave last weekend. He was a part of the main event and scored the pinfall victory in the main event of NXT this past Tuesday night, and was also a part of the main event of TNA Impact just last night. At number 2, speaking of NXT earlier on, how about NXT's Charlie Dempsey attacking in the middle of a matchup last week involving Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz of the Rascals, and then going one-on-one with Wentz last night on Impact and picking up the victory. Plenty of bad blood between NXT and TNA. And at number 1, we say his name again. Joe Hendry last week qualified for the TNA World Title match at Slammiversary by defeating Jake Something. What momentum Hendry has right now. Can he cap it all off by capturing the TNA World Title at Slammiversary? Still to come, tag team action as Sinner and Saint collide with First Class. But up next, it's Around the Ring with Gia Miller, starring Travis Williams of Sinner and Saint. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for Around the Ring with Gia Miller.
What's up, everybody? I'm Mean Gia Miller. This is Around the Ring, and today I'm sitting down with Travis Williams, the other half of Sinner and Saint. I just sat down with Judas Icarus recently. We talked about his job outside of wrestling, and we talk about anything but wrestling.
Okay.
I'm so happy to have you here. I'm excited to get to know you and for the fans to get to know you. I want to talk about music.
All right, let's do it. Thank you for having me, first of all. Let's get into it. What's on your Spotify?
I feel like, well, I mean, if you put it on shuffle, it's like Dolly Parton's gonna be the first thing. Like,
okay.
The next might be a show tune or two. The next might be Bring Me the Horizon. The next is like, are you familiar with the High Crusade?
No, I'm not.
That would be the band of Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin and Petey Williams.
Okay.
They have a band, and we did talk about that band on this show.
Okay, that's embarrassing that I don't know that, but maybe I gotta,
well,
I gotta
they
check
don't
it
talk
out.
about it. They don't talk about it. So I try and put everybody onto it. You gotta look it up.
Yeah, I will have to look it up.
But well, let's see if that would be your music taste, though.
What
are you
about you into any like Australian surf punk? You dig into any of that, or like any indie bands? I mean, indie technically really isn't a category.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoy that kind of
Australian
music.
surf band.
Yeah, you ever heard of Skeggs? Maybe I'll throw that one out there.
Okay, Skeggs. All right. Well, so
Yep.
like, what's the vibe of their music like?
You know, that's a good question. They're Australian. Yeah, it's like punk. It's like indie. It's a mix of everything. It's honestly one of my favorite bands. Up in the Clouds, one of my favorite songs. One of our moves, actually, one of our finishing moves, named after one of the Skeggs songs.
Oh, no way! I love that.
Yeah, so really into them. Peach Pit. Have you ever heard of Peach Pit?
No way. Okay, hold on. Don't know Peach Pit as a band, but
No.
I have a side hustle, like a little shop where I make jewelry and stuff, and it's called the Peach Pit.
Oh, really?
That's
Whoa.
funny.
Yeah, they're a local Vancouver band.
Okay.
They're great. They're exciting. We've seen them up to three times. So yeah, that's another recommendation I throw out there for the viewers. Yeah.
All right, so I'm putting these down. Skeggs, Peach Pit. These sound like like I said, I've got a diverse music taste, so I feel like I'm gonna dig these pretty hard.
Maybe I got to get into more Dolly Parton too. That's what I'm.
Oh, we can swap playlists.
Please.
We absolutely
Please, yeah.
can. Yeah. Oh, well, my entrance music is Dolly Parton.
Okay, perfect.
Because nobody gets to see my entrance on TV, so I get to use whatever music I want. So 9 to 5, Dolly Parton.
Amazing.
They put that on. I'm twirling. I'm dancing.
Maybe we got to come up with some Dolly Parton. I'll have to suggest it.
Absolutely love to see that. Okay. Well, so we know that like wrestlers have multiple lives outside of this.
Sure.
Would you ever consider being in a band yourself? Are you musically inclined, or you just enjoy?
I just enjoy. You know, I wish I was. I took guitar lessons when I was like 11, and I gave up pretty quickly. Oh, really? Yeah. It was just honestly too difficult.
Yeah, they're
but
too strange.
I think I tell myself every now and then, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start playing the guitar, and it hasn't come yet. But
Well, I think because you're a pro wrestler, you don't actually have to play the guitar. Just hold it.
exactly.
just as cool.
Exactly. Come up with my entrance.
Yeah, just have it. Just
put it
have
on the
with
ring
you.
side, and then people just assume
Yeah.
that I can shred the guitar.
You wouldn't be the first one.
That's true.
There's plenty of people that have done it before.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's safe on this show. Okay, all right. Well, so I might be starting a band, and I just wanted to see if you
Okay.
I just wanted to see if you might be interested. But
What instrument do you play?
I play the triangle.
Okay,
And
yeah,
I
that's
go-
important.
I go pretty hard.
You know, it's necessary.
Yeah, and I'll save it for like the good moments. Like I'll tuck it in my back.
Yeah.
And then when the moment's right, I'll just whip it out. And,
Yeah, you get one ding the entire song, so you're just waiting,
yeah.
and then
Huge pop. Oh yeah.
boom, triangle.
Yeah. And it's a weapon too.
Maybe I could learn to play the triangle. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, we might even get you on the tambourine.
Ooh, that'd be exciting. Yeah, that's a little bit too much pressure, though. I think I'd be more of a triangle. Ding.
Ding and done.
Yeah, ding and done.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. All right, okay. So we're working on this. I think that, well, we know that the sky is the limit for Sinner and Saint. So I think sky's the limit for our potential band as well.
I agree.
Travis,
I agree.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me today. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Guys, this has been Around the Ring.
Up next, did you miss anything from Impact? No problem, we're gonna get you all caught up. It's In Case You Missed It. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for In Case You Missed It.
I used my core strength to pin him to the mat. 1, 2, 3.
We all saw it. You pulled
Matt knows about
something
core
out of
strength.
your gear that night.
That tells me this guy doesn't know anything about core strength.
Yeah, that's.
You're talking to a guy who's been main eventing TNA shows for 20 years, Tom. You think he doesn't know?
I understand that, and I respect the body of work. A 5-time X Division champion, a TNA original. This company exists because of people like you, Frankie. But the way that you've conducted yourself this year, you did all this for the TNA World Championship?
Oh, you mean the way I finally started looking out for number 1? The way I finally didn't put a partner in front of me or a company in front of me? The way that I'm focusing on Frankie Kazarian?
So explain this.
Yeah.
Why did you attack Nick Nemeth?
I did what I had to do.
How many times does he have to say it? That's the thing. We keep talking about this 6-way. It might be a 5-way.
Matt, I'll tell you off air what Nemeth said to me. He said some very sour words. He used a lot of profanity.
I don't believe a word of it.
I'll tell you off air. I'm gonna tell you anything.
What happened?
What happened? Hey, come on.
Do the tag option.
Come on. I believe in you, Joe. I believe you're an idiot.
Oh,
I believe your face sucks.
Alexander's caught up. Alexander's caught in the crosshairs by Macklin.
All the motivation in the world couldn't help Hendry in that moment.
Cover, shoulders down, and a kick out by Alexander.
Do you really believe in this guy?
Joe Hendry?
Come on, no, Steve Macklin, come on. The guy whose catchphrases we believe.
The world believes in Joe Hendry. I certainly believe in Joe Hendry.
We're supposed to trust their opinion?
I believe that every man in this matchup, except for you, earned their spot in the main event of Slammiversary because they won their matches fair and square.
I defeated Mike Santana is one of the baddest dudes on this roster. I beat him in the middle of that ring to earn my spot in this match.
What a counter by Alexander. You needed help from JDC to get by Santana with the count out.
I didn't know. I wonder what you're talking about.
Mike Santana,
he basically gave up. He basically gave up on the floor, which is cool. I'm fine with that.
And a tag made.
God.
It's Hendry to meet Macklin.
Here we go. Let's see if the motivation can hold up in the center of the ring. 2-on-1 here.
Hendry's got a hold of Macklin. Fall away slam.
Yeah. Turn around.
Come on. Good job, Moose.
And Hendry.
Come on, Moose.
Has control of the TNA World Champion.
He's strong. Again, good.
But any which way you put it, these guys are all softening themselves up for Slammiversary, Frankie.
Here we go, Pavlov's dogs. Here we go.
If Nemeth had been medically cleared, maybe this would have been a 3-on-3 match, Frankie.
What's your Hey, why don't you bring up Nick Nemeth again?
Off the cutter, boot to the face. Moose going after Hendry. The combo power bomb.
See, he should have covered him. He should be covering right here. But he's going to these idiots in the crowd.
Can't disagree with the logic of the king there.
Oh, God. You're not Freddie Mercury, you J-bro. Stop it.
Is it time for the standing ovation? Macklin.
A closer look at this.
Macklin able to escape.
Look out.
The psycho knee. Now Alexander, Hendry's teammate, rushes at Macklin. German suplex.
Starting to string them together. We know Alexander likes to do it.
Reminiscent of the TNA Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle.
I've taken a lot of suplexes from both those men, and they hurt equally as bad.
Look at the look on the face of Alexander. The intensity is there.
Alexander, an absolute cyborg tonight.
This is not good for Steve Maclin.
He's gonna go double digits here.
This could be it, guys.
Josh Alexander has the momentum. At Slammiversary, can he recapture the championship that he was never beaten for?
This could be Josh's match to win right here.
Rolls through with the senton. Macklin's down.
What next? What's the follow-up here for...
Oh, knee right to the back of the neck, covered by Alexander, and it's broken up by Moose.
It's about time, Moose.
It's all about gaining momentum with Slammiversary 1 week away from Saturday, live in Montreal. Now Hendry and
punch
Moose
him in his face.
teeing off on each other. Alexander and Macklin squared off. Down goes Hendry.
Right in his dumb face.
Moose trying to knock the bleach blonde out of his hair.
Yeah, good. Who bleaches their hair blonde anymore? It's not 1987.
So right now, Moose. Oh! Cut off at the pass by the walking weapon.
Headbutt by Moose. Oh, what a clothesline by Alexander.
This is another gear for Josh. He's dangerous. He's dangerous right now.
And a walking weapon wants a piece of Joe Hendry.
Don't worry about teaming with anything with him, Josh. Just get the match, get the job done.
Yeah. Joe's gonna use that weapon. He's gonna use that weapon.
What weapon? Hendry's going for the standing ovation. The hell, Kazarian. And Hendry taking a swipe at Kazarian. Oh, Alexander send to Hendry. Spear by Moose.
Got him.
And now Macklin's legal. KIA to Alexander.
What a combo.
Cover. Macklin and Moose beat Alexander and Hendry.
Here are your winners, Moose and Steve Macklin.
That is an example of how quickly one's dream can be dashed in Montreal, how quickly an elimination can happen. A taste of the chaos that can unfold in a six-way elimination match for the TNA World Championship. Up next, it's our Xplosion main event. Sinner and Saint versus First Class in tag team action. That's next on Xplosion. Welcome back to TNA Xplosion, and now it's time for our main event.
The following is a tag team match. Introducing first, the team of Judas Icarus, Travis Williams, Sinner, and Saint.
Now we're set for tag team action here inside the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Sinner and Saint are officially a part of the TNA Wrestling roster, as we learned recently on TNAWrestling.com. Gee, what do you think about Williams and Icarus?
I think they are putting the entire tag team division on notice. The talent and the ability in these two guys is undeniable, and they're so young, they're just getting started. The sky is the limit.
Last time we saw them here on Xplosion, they defeated the team of Quintero and Torero in Chicago.
Their opponents, they are the team of Rich Swann and the TNA Digital Media Champion and the International Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, AJ Francis. They are First Class.
Just love the fact that we have our own ring announcer recognizing that AJ Francis is calling himself the International Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, a title belt that he bought. Did not win, he bought it.
Well, I mean, you saw how he treated Steph DeLander. I mean, she kind of has no choice but to do what he says, right?
Nonetheless, AJ Francis is still your TNA Digital Media Champion after Impact last last night. He was able to defeat Rhino, and that means come Slammiversary on Saturday, July 20th, live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus in Montreal. It'll be AJ Francis versus PCO.
And with those stakes on the line, accompanied with, I'm sure, the very intense feelings that PCO is feeling regarding how he treated Steph DeLander, the love of PCO's life, I'm sure it's going to get really interesting. I just can't wait to watch PCO get his hands on him.
Especially the French-Canadian Frankenstein competing in Montreal. This is AJ Francis to start things off against Travis Williams. Tag made Judas Icarus wants a piece of Francis. Francis runs about 300 pounds, former NFL defensive lineman. Gotta be careful with a man this size in the ring.
You are exactly right. I mean, that is a big man.
Tag made Rich Swann, who was a part of the Road to Slammiversary qualifying matches. He had an outstanding showing against Nick Nemeth despite the involvement of AJ Francis and DJ Bootkidd. It was a hell of a matchup, but Nemeth was the one who won and is, well, at least scheduled to be a part of the six-way elimination match for the TNA World title at Slammiversary. But there are questions whether or not Nemeth is medically cleared after what we saw on Impact. Down goes Swann. Judas Icarus is all over Swann. Shoulders down and might have him here. Oh, and a kick out. First Class has got to be careful with Sinner and Saint.
Yes, they do. They have quite the innovative offense. And not to mention that athleticism we've talked about so much.
Keeping the pace moving. There goes Icarus to the outside. Oh, great combination there by Sinner and Saint.
And the thing about...
Covered by Icarus, shoulders down. Kick out by Swann.
The thing about Sinner and Saint is they say S's stay up. They never rest. Don't sleep on these two because the second you close your eyes, it might just be the last.
Chop right to the chest there. Swann holding onto the top rope. Boot right to the face. Francis makes a tag. Not sure if Icarus is aware of the tag. Now Swann trying to beat Icarus, and AJ Francis just leveled Icarus. Took a cheap shot at Travis Williams. First Class is taken over.
Lord have mercy, that was quite the body check.
Knee right in the spine of Judas Icarus, using the bulk of the 5 count there. Now the official distracted by Francis and a cheap shot by Swann. And Francis again using the majority of the 5 count. And Swann with a kick right to the face. Again, the official dealing with Francis and didn't see it.
I know they call themselves First Class, but I'm calling that dirty money right there.
No class. Oh, and Francis calls that Tennessee whiskey. The knee strike in the corner. Swann made a tag. Oh, that was just plain disrespectful.
Rich Swann flaunting a little bit of that athleticism of his own.
Tag made, in comes AJ Francis. First Class at their sights on gold. AJ Francis captured the TNA Digital Media Championship from Laredo Kid. Just made his first defense of the title against Rhino last night, 35 days after winning the championship. Didn't believe that anybody was worthy of challenging him for quite some time.
Well, when your head's that big.
Fair. Oh, into the top turnbuckle. Icarus trying to get to Williams, trying to make a tag. But the big man Francis trying to prevent the tag. And Icarus again reaching out. Oh, sent into First Class's corner.
Uh-oh.
Trying to dive, trying to make a tag here to Travis Williams. Sinner and Saint need the tag on a DDT.
It's a dangerous spot for Judas, but this might be his chance. Get Travis Williams in and let him do some work.
And a tag made. It's Williams to meet Swann. Now Travis Williams handspring clothesline there to Swann.
Oh yeah, and look at the intensity in Travis Williams' face.
Big forearm shiver off the ropes, connects with another one. Heavy hitting offense here from the Saint, Travis Williams. the bridge, the cover, and a kick out and two by Swan. Now Swan trying to reach out for the ropes. Oh, to get away from Williams, landed on his feet. Opts for more offense here. Back elbow. Icarus trying to help out Williams. Oh, and a stunner. Trying to set him up for up in the clouds. A cover by Williams on Francis, broke it up with the center, Judas Icarus.
Oh, that looked rough.
Creative way to break up a pinning combination there, and now AJ Francis is legal. He's hearing it from the fans in Philly, and there's the down payment. And a tag made. Swan is legal. Icarus is down. First class splash. Swan, the cover on Williams. First class wins.
Here are your winners, First Class.
Victory for First Class ahead of Slammiversary. Let's hope that they can keep riding this momentum all the way there.